Did he seriously?
Yeah.
Bloody Fords. Yep, up and going now, mate. you though.
Pretty easy, it's raining. Up to you, man. You want to do it? Yeah, might as well. I don't know.
Got all push! No, the green on one. Thank you.
Good scrum, KK!
Yeah, no, it's back up now. Good evening and welcome to Collins Road, Week 5's Women's Storm Week. Here, Melville taking on Kihikihi. 8.5 minutes gone, and it's a Melville scrum. 5 metres outside their 22. Going through the backs now. I've just been given the team list, so I just need to sort it out who's got the ball. Is Melville down in the corner and just been tackled out. About 7 metres short of the try line. My name is Bevin, Jenkinson. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in. That was Maddie Norman that was running down the left-hand touchline there, bundled in. Michael Winter, I think, is going to join us for comments tonight. Evening, Mike.
Evening, Bevin.
Thanks for joining in. You're usually out there in the middle, but not tonight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different view this evening, which is nice.
So Kihikihi with the throw to the line out. And well taken there. Rakawa. And a bit of a maul going in. And gone to ground. And looks as though Melville have got a penalty out of it. What's that called, Mike?
I think it was a Kiki player going off her feet.
Okay, yeah.
Penalty to Melville.
Gotta say, 15 years of refereeing, I should know. Wasn't quite sure. Larissa Collingwood, tonight's referee, was signalling there. Now Melville go into a maul, just 2 metres short of the try line. Out to Nui Milo. Going a little bit sideways, that's actually Milo with the ball now. To Huya Harding, and good tackle. But Melville have the penalty, and that one not for rolling away. And just at the moment, Mike, penalties costing Kihikihi currently.
Yeah, they're putting themselves under pressure, aren't they? Just being penalised down in this end of the field, so they need to fix up their discipline, get some position, and then try to build some pressure themselves.
Scrum being called here on a bit of a wet Wednesday night in Hamilton, Melville, home ground. Pretty much South Hamilton. Be interesting. We've had a couple of scrums that have got out pretty nice and tidy and neat. I think last Wednesday you had about 2 or 3 collapsed scrums, Mike, which for conditions was pretty good, wasn't it, out at Norton?
Yeah, both teams were good last week. Just they wanted to scrum and they wanted to have a good game out of it, so it definitely helps when you get 2 good full packs that are wanting to sort of just play rugby rather than
and stay on their feet.
And stay on their feet, yeah, definitely. So I think tonight these 2 teams will look to do something similar, but we're going to find out soon, so fingers crossed.
So Monia Nuku with the feed. Now to Milo, through to Harding. And Harding getting away through a couple, coming back into traffic now though. Down on the 5 metre line. Now rolling to Plessis and into that left-hand touch line. Just a few umbrellas in our way at the moment. Off to Esther Piago.
Another advantage.
Advantage out there for Melville once more. Need to Kihikihi with it. Now Milo to... And that's out right. And gives it once more. And Kihikihi in front of us is saying that she must have knocked that on. Larissa will just check with our AR. Try awarded. Well, it was just ball beating player there, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, pretty much. They just had the numbers out wide and just good passes through the hands. And as they say, the ball always going to beat the player. Good try.
And something we haven't seen tonight that we didn't see last week too was it is basically staying in close. Nobody really throwing the ball about and going out wide and taking a massive risk there just yet, is there?
Yeah, they are staying pretty tight. I think it's a massive difference for these players because they're generally used to Saturday rugby where it's in the daytime and
you can see the ball a lot better.
Yeah, you can see the ball a little bit better, so they probably trust it a little bit more.
I know as a referee that when the ball goes up, you don't generally follow the ball up, but last Wednesday night, as soon as it got above the lights, you just couldn't see it.
No, it was just a bit of a roulette. Have a look for who's trying to catch it, and hopefully it ends up coming down by that person and play on.
So the conversion on the 22, Rugby 5 and 15 from touch, right hand side, and it's just going to dribble over the try line now. So unsuccessful.
Yeah, say no more about that.
Probably further than I could get it these days. So it's great to have you wherever you are tuning in. Let us know who you're supporting. Great to see someone from Fiji, and also support there for Kihikihi. I know Melville generally get a lot of support on the live stream. And it'll be Marshall with a kick-off. And probably matches the conversion there, Mike.
Obviously tough kicking conditions out there tonight.
Yeah, I remember one game growing up in Pyro, playing in Waikato, and the ball went 5 metres forward and then about 20 metres backwards in the wind. So yeah. It's a funny thing when you're playing with an over ball in wet and windy conditions.
Yeah.
So scrum time for Melville on the halfway line. It's interesting here, Mike, that this is the second scrum Melville have had, and both scrums have been fed in on the tight head side rather than the loose.
Yeah, I just noticed that. But obviously they're still in position and ball in, ball out.
Yep, quite easy.
There we go.
Goes through the right hand side and a bit of a scrappy ball there, but still has it through Fuller. There's a few sevens caps for New Zealanders, Stacey Fuller. Brought down 2 metres short of the halfway line, and Kihikihi have a penalty. Now Mike, talk us through, going back to that scrum, talk us through that, because it's something some people aren't aware that you can actually put the ball in on either side of the scrum. You don't necessarily have to put it loosey, do you?
Yeah, correct. So, yeah, you can put the ball on any side that you choose. Teams generally go with, well, what we see more often is teams put on their loose head side because their hooker is closer to the put-in compared to the opposition hooker. So that's why teams generally go loose head. But however, I have seen teams go with the tight head option on the odd occasion. Not sure why they'll be doing that, Bev, but
if it works for them.
hey, it's working for them, so
and
play on.
Melville back-to-back defending champions, so yeah. Kihikihi holding their own though.
Another good scrum.
17 minutes in. Off the back, being passed out there to Artedi Crown. Melville have kicked it through. There's a chase going on there, and just trying to, as it's been kicked through once again, pounced on by one of the Melville players, is it? And just have to wait and see what Larissa's going to talk. So, and it's a try. Joel, did you get a number there?
I'd say it's see who they're congratulating here, but I thought it might have been either Stacey Fulcher or Ash Gabby Sutherland.
Well, anyway, it was a wet weather rugby, ball on the ground, kick it through, and keep chasing. So 10-0 kick to come, second try, and Mike, do you actually like when those kicks go through on the ground? Because you're never too sure whether someone's going to dive on it or keep kicking it, do you, as a referee?
Yeah, as a ref, all we've got to do is try to do the best we can to stay in line with it, so whatever does happen, we are as close as we can to make the right decision. So Larissa worked pretty hard through that phase, and obviously after a little bit of consultation with her assistant referee, giving a try to Melville.
I'm actually just trying to think whether it's Jake or Bree on the other side.
That's Bree over there.
It is Bree on the far side, yep. With the young up-and-coming female referees, which is great to see. This conversion's a little bit better, but no change in the scoreline. 10-0 Melville lead. 18 and a half minutes gone first half. Just about the live stream too, folks. No, ignore that, sorry. I know on the live stream I have put first half, but we were going to have to split the halves across two streams due to lack of power, but we managed to work out a way to get power, so. It is the full game that you should see on this one stream. As the restart is down deep towards the 22 and gathered there by Melville. Kihikihi trying to hold them up, but quite successful. 5 metres Melville side of halfway, and it's been held up. Great defence there, Mike.
Yeah, good defence. Good. I think that's what Kihikihi needs, right? Just put a ball in their own half, or in the Melville half. Try to sustain some position and put a bit of pressure on them. Their last scrum was good down here.
Yeah, and I actually think it might have been this side, the other side of halfway. First time that they've got the ball inside their own half, inside Melville's half. Artedi Crown with the feed. She's definitely going in with the loose head feed.
Yeah.
Melville coming in with a bit of a push, but I think Kihikihi are going to hold this up quite well. Good tackle in there from one of the Melville halfbacks. Marshall has knocked it on a tackle though, and quite good disruption there from the Melville half, Monianuku. What's going on here, Mike? Is this a warning, or is it just checking to see the player, if the player's okay?
No, No, I think the Kiki number 5 there is getting a bit of an explanation from Marissa, so maybe just giving her a bit of clarity on that decision that I don't think Kiki were too happy with. So it's good that she's taken the time to sort of clarify that. And hopefully she doesn't have to do that too many more times.
No, it's quite good to start off the game and just make sure players are aware of what you're saying, isn't it? And being clear and concise in your calls.
Yeah. Got with a tight head feet again, it's one on the ball.
Through backs and it's just gone to ground in front of us here. And now Kihikihi trying to come through but can't secure the ball. Melville still have it on their 10 metre line. Still going in through their forwards. Now through Milo. And big hit there, I think it was on Gardenia Davidson. But Melville coming up towards the halfway line, and might have just been knocked on there from Melville. So Kihikihi have some possession. Could carry there up to the halfway line, but they'll come back to the scrum. No way, Tihi Barker, I actually thought was just about to come onto the field there, but no, she stays on the sideline. Interesting on not a fresh night, but not a very warm night. I'm wearing about 3 or 4 layers, but players aren't. Players are still wearing just their tracks, wearing their playing outfits, so they can't be feeling it too bad, the reserves. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in. My name is Bevin Jenkinson, alongside me I have Michael Winter. And comments, let us know wherever you are tuning in, who you're supporting. Saturday we are going to be looking at doing in the men's competition Melville, Otaronga, Melville at home. That's Otaronga sitting on top of the table. Kihikihi have won the scrum, but there's an advantage. Melville halfback might have been coming around too quick there. And still an advantage being played for Kihikihi. 5 metres short of the halfway line. So pick and go there from Marahoya. And still with the small numbers, just short of the halfway line. I think Collingwood still playing advantage though. Intercept here, but they'll come back to the penalty. Just creeping up a bit too quick. Kihikihi look as though they might. Right? How do you feel players at club level have adjusted to the new interpretations, Mike, since post-lockdown?
Yeah. I think it's been good from a referee's point of view. I think the players are adapting as best they can with the notice they were given. And what's been great from our point of view is, for the most part, coaches and players and referees have been working well together, so we can sort of all get on the same page and we're all understanding of each other's interpretations and the scenario that we've been put into with these new interpretations. So
Kihi's
it's been good.
It has been looking pretty good for the games I've been to as well. So Kihikihi managed to get up to that Melville 12 metres inside Melville's half. They're just giving away a penalty, unfortunately. And one of the funny things that I saw in there was Sammy Kihikihi actually hanging on to one of the ball carriers, one of our own ball carriers. It was, that's a bit unfortunate. Caught the kick, but managed to, momentum's just taken it across the line. So Melville will have a line out 15 metres inside Kihikihi's half.
One of those Barrett specials and run from outside the field of play and catch it.
Yeah, well, Geordie did a couple on Sunday, didn't he? And it seems to be the thing these days is scrappy ball Kihikihi have won this. Melville are up tight, so they're going to snuff out any attack just at the moment. Ball's still Kihikihi's side. And just going sideways a little bit, getting some momentum though is Kihikihi, which is great to see, sitting fourth on the table currently. And still in the small numbers. Might come wide now. Marshall trying to make a break but can't. And a Gay that's picked up the ball. It's an advantage for Kihikihi though, they've still got the ball. There's some support coming in now to secure it, and they'll come back. And it's a knock on from Melville, who've coughed it up. Kihikihi seem to be playing with a bit more confidence every time they get the ball now, Michael.
Yeah, they're going well. They've got in some good numbers, good phases. Keep knocking away at it. Just keep maintaining that position. They're unlucky there with Melville getting a bit of a knock on there in the tackle. No, it's good. They're going well.
As we've seen, those scrums have been tidy. Melville in the last one seemed to have a little bit of a push through at the end, but Kihikihi managed to tidy it up. Melville certainly showing why they're top of the table though.
Yeah, definitely. Melville's been a very good side for the last couple of seasons, so it's always going to be a tough battle for those Kihikihi ladies, but they're going well, I think.
Our estimation, Joel's really bad, eh? Great to see Joel from the Union as well, as myself said, you know, we might get 100 tonight. I see there's 232 tuned in, so that's brilliant to see. Chip through from Kihikihi. Oh, great tackle. Brilliant tackle there from Hannah Gay. Melville tried to play it on, but that's a brilliant spot tackle, Michael. That's a touch there.
That's good, yeah, I enjoyed that. Good little kick over the top, and then she's taking her into touch. Giving themselves a line out just inside their own half. Hopefully they can again win position. And
good awareness of conditions too on a dry Saturday. That would have just skidded into touch.
Yeah.
We're just set up.
Yeah.
And Gay's just come in with a great tackle.
Textbook, I think.
Oh, very much textbook, and not much of a jump, but not much of a throw either. Unfortunately, gone down Kihikihi's side of the line out. So, as I like to say, that was straight, but straight down their own line. So Moni and Nuku into the feed to the scrum. Got Maddie Norman on the left hand side, only one on the blind though. It's as though Gabby Sutherland, the captain, might break off, doesn't though. Comes out through to Fula. And Fula knows one way, straight up the middle. And Melville have it 8 metres inside Kiki's half. Put a mud on that player. A few carries that for Estefago. And good carry there from Hui Harding. It's only making a couple of metres now though. This comes out wide to Milo, and chips through, and there'll be a chase coming in from Melville, and they're just going to keep towing it. And
they've gone back for a penalty.
What's happened there, Michael? I'm trying to.
Melville
in front?
chases in front of the kicker, yeah.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Penalty Kiki.
That's where it's great, Michael, on the live stream to have a comments lesson, because I'm trying to flick between the videos. So it's great to have somebody next to me that can watch the game.
That's good. Happy to help. There we go. Inside Melville's half now.
Is this your commentating debut as well?
It is actually, because like you said, I'm always out there having a run around on the field. So
yeah,
it's nice to get a bit of time away tonight to come out and help out. Also watch a bit of footy.
Well, you helped us put the, well, I was going to say helped us, you helped Joel put the scaffolding together.
Yeah, well, someone's got to help Jolie up, so...
I tuned up, but I just stood there and watched. The Kihikihi have won the line out though, they've gone backwards.
Melville ball.
Oh no, it is Melville that have won that. I thought the Kihikihi player was facing the wrong way, but that explains it. On the halfway now is Melville. And Harding with it, flings it out to Matty Norman. He's brought in a big wacky do. Melville have won it back though. Through for Matty Finch. Carries it up to the 10-metre line now. Kihikihi's replacements are being buoyed by some of the defence that's coming in. And Nui Molo carries it up 14 metres inside Kihikihi's half. Well, pretty much territory and possession's been all of Melville's, but it's only 10-0 as Finch goes on another run. And I can't see that numbers. It was Hui Harding, thank you, Joel. And Estavago's got it on the 22 now. We'll come back for Nuku. Now to Milo. His ball goes behind a couple of players. And therefore, Rolling Duplessis. Inside, 5 metres inside Kihikihi's 22 now. Therefore, Kihikihi. So it's just going through to Milo and then one off runners from her currently. And they'll go pick and go at the moment.
I'm just Melville, I think.
So Larissa Collingwood possibly playing advantage here. Say looking at it from an offside advantage. Still one off runners. They're 5 metres outside from Kihikihi's try line. There's an easy one there. Joel might be able to pick up the number there for it. It might be, is it Milo? Anyway, Melville have scored and go 15-0 up. Kick to come in front. 33 minutes gone. Just the yellow and black sea opening there, Michael.
Yeah, I think that's just pretty much the result of pressure, isn't it? Melville built a number of phrases and it started quite far out. So eventually something had to give. And unfortunately it was Kihikihi's defensive line.
So Mia Anderson, the try scorer there. Yeah, just momentum's a funny thing in sport, isn't it? Once it goes your way, as long as you can build on it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to convert. You should convert. As the conversion here from number one,
Hopper Barrett.
Grace Hopper Barrett doing the kicking from the loose head. 17-0, just under 6 minutes to go. First half. Yeah, talking about momentum, we saw a really funny thing. I know you were in Auckland on Saturday, but Hamilton Maris going up 21-0 after 10 minutes, and there were a lot of people just thinking this game's gone. Melville might come back, but and salvage some belief out of it. But no, Melville took that game away quite convincingly in the end after being 21-0 down. Short kick off this time and gathered there by Melville on the 10-metre line. Desiree Walker. And Kihikihi's trying to blow over, but Melville have secured this quite convincingly. Kihikihi's defence holding up quite well. 9 metres inside half now. Turnover. Kihikihi's got it. And there's there for Atani Crown. And you know it's been lost. Kick forward. And it's a try for Kihikihi. It's a great try there, Mike. What's happened? I've been looking down at my laptop once more.
That's a fantastic try, Bevin. It was just stripped out. Melville went into contact, Kihikihi stripped it out. A couple of passes out wide, towed it through. Another grubber kick into in goal, and
it's the captain, China Hohepa.
brilliant. And like the Melville second try, it's just a race to the ball and the in goal.
However's
Won this one.
got it. I was just going to say, Mike, there's nothing like getting a run up over the top side of the competition by scoring a try exactly how they did.
Exactly right, yeah. That was a great try.
Can you see that number on the clicker? No.
I think it might be Rena.
So Rena Paurine with the conversion, pretty much out in front, and no difficulty there. 17-7 after Kihikihi manages to score one back as well. 3.5 minutes to go till half time. And I think that try might make the half-time talks very interesting, doesn't it? Because even though Melville have been playing quite well, Kihikihi is still a bit buoyed by the way their defence is working at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. They're up for this, and they go well. They've got to take some confidence into scoring that try. Bit of an opportunistic try, but you'll take it against the top of the table side like Melville.
Well, it's like any sport at any level, isn't it? Take your chances while you've got it,
100%.
and if it's there, pounce on it. So you kick off basically along the ground, picked up there by Kihikihi.
Melville though.
Still out there for Melville.
Oh, nice work. That's a breakdown.
And Kihikihi penalty for not releasing. I don't think we've got a live stream.
Yep.
I think it's gone down. So Kihikihi tap and go. All right out the back though. And a penalty for Melville. 2 metres inside the 22. They tap and go though through Milo. Nia Anderson, it is. Is that a try, is it?
Yeah. I'd say umbrellas.
Yeah, no, the live stream's down anyway. And I think it's because this has got wet.
Oh, is it?
But it's still recording.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll just give you the hard drive
Okay, sweet as.
and just remember what I said there. Seriously, mate, like this is brilliant because some of the bounce off, like I think the only other person I've had was a 14-year-old that had a bad case of the yips.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was listening to it the other night with you and Joel, it was real good. Like, with Joel just chipping in.
Yeah. No, but to have somebody as well that's like, because Joel's busy with the cameras. Yeah.
Makes it hard. Yeah. Like tennis stuff, isn't it?
Hopefully you haven't lost another box. That'd be
No, the camera's still working.
half time.
She got it?
No.
No. I heard the whistle wrong.
Sweet.
Are you off?
No, he's just going to go talk to the Larissa.
Inside work. You guys want a drink?
No, water or power. Yeah, I'd say this is literally just down to the conditions, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see, it's coming straight onto the laptop.
Yeah, well, that's it, because where we've set up now, it was all good at the start.
Yeah, no, I'm not having
and
a.
then now it's flowing right through. Yeah, we can just say that, due to weather conditions.
Yep, thank you. I didn't even see that. I forgot to wrap the laptop around the towel. But wrap the towel around the laptop.
Oh, yep.
Where are the other towels?
What about that box down there? Would that be an issue as well, or?
Yep. You know what I said tonight? I said, there's one thing I need to wrap in the towel, it's that.
Oh, no.
But as I said, the camera's still working. I was just about to say, can you move it? And then you did. So welcome back to Collins Road here for week 5 of the women's competition. Do apologise for stopping the live stream. The rain is pretty much getting straight onto the laptop here, Joel, isn't it?
Yes.
We've done what we can. We do apologise for that interruption. Only thing you missed is a try right on half time here from Melville. Did you get a number?
No, the umbrellas were in the way, so could be any number of backs.
Yeah.
Down that end.
So my name's Bevin, Jenkinson. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in tonight. Do apologise in advance if it goes down again. If you have been following the first couple of weeks, we were really good until last week when I rolled my ankle about half an hour before kick-off. So things were a bit hectic, and then that resulted in the live stream issues on Saturday. This Saturday we should have it all covered up and sorted for you to bring Melville at home here at Collins Road again against Otahonga. Otahonga sitting, even though they lost on Saturday, Joel, they're sitting top of the table with 2 points above Hautapu.
Yeah, that's due to the fact that Hautap's had
They've had the bye, so
Yep.
they've got the game in hand.
so
And they've had the bye as well.
yeah, Melville started off the season with the bye.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, they started off the
Second
season
week.
with the Stag Trophy Challenge, and then
I knew what you meant.
yeah, and then they had the bye week. So Otahonga will be gunning for that one to try and keep that number 1 position.
And you know, Melville, they've got a lot to play for sitting at third.
Yeah, well, they're one of the 2 undefeated teams left in the competition, so they drew with Morrinsville last Wednesday night.
Yes, I was just thinking, hang on a minute, are they undefeated at the East though? Because I keep thinking Morrinsville beat them last week.
And Hautap gave Otrahonga their first loss of the season, and so it's going to be a real good one this weekend.
Yeah.
Because both teams in the top 3 trying to fight for that position to try and keep a top 4 position when it comes to the finals in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, and also keep.
I'm all good, man.
Go on. Coke and Alan, please.
Coke, please. Normal.
So
Back up running.
Yeah. So second half about to get underway. (22-7) at half time. And Larissa Collingwood, he's having a pretty decent game out there. Blows time on for the second half. Goes deep towards the 22, cleaned up there by Melville though. And they're making some metres, down 12 metres inside Kihikihi's half. And being racked up there is Nuku. A good tackle. And then going out left hand side. And we just apologise that Joel's going a bit upsy daisy with the camera there. That's right, Joel, I did that a couple of times in football. Kicked through from Melville though, cleaned up here from Kihikihi, and there's an advantage here. Second time now that Melville have been pinged for play in front of the kicker, and they've got a penalty 10 metres inside their own half, inside Melville's half. They've decided that conditions aren't that great to kick for touch, they'll tap and go. So I've generally seen a lot actually in women's rugby. Emily Heater taking up the carry, 12 metres inside Melville's half. Another run here from Kihikihi as well as the water dripping down. And Kihikihi with a bit of a loose ball there, but going back towards their own halfway, still has it. Comes out to Heto again. Out to another player who's indistinguishable by all the mud on their back.
I'm going to say that's probably China Hohepa, one that scored the try.
Well, I was going to say it's someone that's done a lot of work, and I'd agree that it is China Hohepa. Thank you, Joel. There's an advantage in Kihikihi, and they've got another penalty. Players leaving their feet. And yeah, pretty sure that is China Hohepa. Joel, not that I should ever doubt you, but Tiana Phillips now with a bit of a run towards the 22. If you are just tuning in, Kihikihi's try coming from a fortunate loose strut as Hohepa goes once more, gives it off in the tackle though, and it was kicked through and they managed to pounce it and score just like Melville's second try of the match. There's these bodies just flying all over the place, and there's a penalty, hands in the ruck. Melville get out of jail here.
Let's get it back, hold them there.
Natapuna. Natua coming onto the field. Melville looks as though they're going to kick for touch here. And one of the kids does actually really well for not falling over. I hope you didn't get him on the live stream there,
No,
Joel.
I didn't. I think he had too much acceleration before the traction.
Yeah. No traction on his boots. It's alright. He stayed on his feet, which is a great job to do. Actually, he's running around in jandals. That's the reason why he's got no grip. Melville wanted off their line out though. And up midway 22, 10 metre line. And just pushed into touch there as Melville. So Kihikihi playing the territory game at the moment. Didn't really see this in the first half. Didn't have much opportunity, Joel.
Yeah, no, so they're definitely getting a little bit more confidence in there. I think that try really helped.
And,
Conditions are not good for
probably about a 60% territory to start with.
Oh, and
In the second half is
it's not an earthquake.
like Minter towards us back.
Yeah, I'm back, so.
Did you at least bring my coat though?
Yeah.
Mike, oh that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah, so mission achieved there. As Melville have it on their own 22 metre line.
Get out, Raina! Raina, get out!
And Melville have a penalty.
They're rolling away there. I think Rena got stuck on the wrong side of the ruck there.
Thanks for that, John, because the live stream at the moment just doesn't quite know what it's doing due to these lovely conditions we're having. But loose ball there
Kihikihi got the ball.
for Kihikihi on Melville's 22. Still there for Kihikihi. Go inside, just going inching forward a little bit. There for Sapa Rakua. There's an advantage coming for Kihikihi as we're just sight's been blocked there by umbrellas, and it is penalty and a ruck. Hands on the ruck there. Is Kiki might tap and go here, 15 metres out. And Mike, it's just something that's changed recently in the last couple of years, isn't it? The definition of a ruck, where it's only one attacking player, is that right? To form a ruck these days?
Yeah, correct. So the first arriving attacking player turns it into a breakdown. And that's why it sets the offside line, but we still need one from each team bound and over top of the ball to make it a ruck. As per the definition, yes. But the biggest change was that one attacking player making it a breakdown and setting that offside line.
I knew there was something I was missing in that. Good to know the definition as such of a ruck hasn't changed over 50 odd years. As Kiki still over the ball on the 5 metre line, there's a charge down. Melville have got it back though. She thought Kiki still had it, but no, Melville have got it. And Nuku clears off there. There's a kick downfield, but it has nowhere near touch. Good catch there from Kiki. And it's an intercept. It's a railway. She is not going to be touched. And it's Stacey Flula. There's a chase coming in from Kiki. But when you have got a women's All Black sevens player, you are not going to catch her. And Flula will think about it for a few seconds. So you can generally see a lot of touch in sevens. Don't see it too much in touch though, do you, Mike? No. She puts it down. And Melville, 27-7 kick to come. And that was really well read here by Stacey, Mike.
Yeah, well, it's very unfortunate for Kihikihi, I think, because they were building that pressure that we spoke about in the first half. And then you've got a player of that sort of calibre hanging around in the back line. It's always risky throwing those big long balls.
Yeah, well, you know, to turn and chase is not easy, but to turn and chase a sevens player like Stacey.
Yeah, makes it tough on yourself.
Larissa did quite well in keeping pace though.
Yeah, she'll be proud of herself. She would have been putting in the big ones, keeping up with Stacey there.
Conversion successful, 29-7, 8 minutes gone, second half. Melville are leading over Kiki.
Just one thing I noticed walking out of the field during the half time break, conditions are tricky out there. It is so slippery, so muddy out there. I reckon the footy that we're seeing is pretty good considering the weather and the field conditions.
Oh, I have to really agree with that, Mike. Teams are keeping it tight. There's been a few knock-ons, but considering the conditions of the weather, is a penalty for another raking hand in there. Yeah, considering the conditions and the field itself, it's pretty good. Always rate actually the best ever wet weather performance in my lifetime. I'm 33 years old. All Blacks against Australia in '96. Touch finder finding touch 6 metres inside Kihikihi's half. The All Blacks versus Australia, Critiso Cup match at Athletic Park. The scoreline said it all that day, 43-6.
Yeah.
And what was a great, brilliant wet weather, wet Melville, Wellington Day, shall we say, not Melville. So it's right here, the line out. Coming from Kihikihi. Right. Actually goes through with Barrett, it's throwing it in. And the throw goes down to the back. And yeah, definitely not.
Grab it from the other side of the shoulder.
Is Gabby Sutherland and no, sorry, not Gabby Sutherland. Eva Barrett and Sarah Jane Urquhart having a good embrace after that one. So Kihikihi have a scrum, 5 metres inside their own half. Actually, Michael, can you recall a reset tonight? Oh, it has been pretty.
There's been a couple of restarts, but I would have really classified them as reset scrums. So,
Yeah.
again, like I said at the start, you sort of get a little bit lucky with the attitude of the players, but I think it's also a phase of play that the rest is managing pretty well.
They're having a great game. I said that at the start of the second half. She's controlling this game very well. Another penalty.
I think that was high tackle.
Yeah, high tackle that looks as though coming in from one of the Kihikihi players. And we tap and pass from Melville here up towards the halfway line. Managing to find Kihikihi's territory. Big carry there from Mia Anderson. Out to Huia Harding. Finding Flula. Exploring a good tackle, and it's a knock on ball there. I think Flula's just
Pass,
I've gone with a forward pass, okay.
yeah, really hard pass.
Kiki doing well here when you've got a Black Ferns Sevens midfield pairing of Huia Harding and Stacey Vulture.
Yeah. Thanks, Joel. I could not think of Blackbirds before. I was just like, hang on, it's not All Blacks. Considering I do have a there's a free kick, early push from Melville. First one I've seen all season. This is a tap and go there from Teddy Crowd. Left behind by Kihikihi. And there's a big fight over it from Kihikihi, and they've managed to knock it on. Scrappy play there, Mike.
Yeah, a little bit messy, wasn't it?
I hope my partner's not listening to you. She's a Westie, so. Melville with a scrum on the 10 metre line, Kihikihi's side. Alright, so we're back with the audio. I do apologise for that. I tried disconnecting one thing and it disconnected the wrong thing. So Mike, talk us through what happened there.
Yeah, it was just a numbers game again, wasn't it? Melville just had too many numbers on this near side. Unfortunately, Kiki's defence didn't spread wide, and then Taz gave it Sutherland the goal.
Yes.
Pretty much a bit of a show and go, and kept on going.
And that player outside of it didn't need her.
No.
Pretty much sold that dummy. Not quite as good as TJ Perenara's dummy to Aaron Smith the other night, but
Good.
yeah, eventually they're still talking about that dummy. TJ definitely is. So,
I wonder how many times he'll bring it up in the All Blacks camp as well.
oh, definitely. So 34-7, the conversion unsuccessful. 15 minutes gone, second half. Kihikihi just taking their time. Coming back to halfway. Yeah, even Larissa's not sure we're halfway, was there? I was thinking, hang on a minute, I'm sure we're on half. It's a kick, quick kick, and it's just going to get over the 10 metre line. Melville have pounced on that though. And one of the Kihikihi players coming through, but having to back out of that. Therefore, Gabby Sutherland, and kick in open space.
Good option.
Is that Flula coming through? Might be. Kihikihi are going to pounce on this. She gets up. Very good tackle on the defence coming through and now into a wall. She did very well to secure that. But Melville have got this on a turnover. Broken players where they love their rugby at the moment, but they've knocked it on in the tackle. Well, still seeing wet weather for running rugby in wet weather, Mike. It's unusual this open.
Yeah, credit to both teams though. They're still sticking with it and giving it a good old chuck around it. They're just bringing out some good tries. It's some good footy actually. Making a couple of changes up the back.
It's one with a very muddy back. Onto the open side flank position there. So Kihikihi 5 metres inside their own 22. Larissa says we'll sort that out again. In club rugby, Mike, as a referee, how often do you see new front rows coming in and disrupting things? Do you need to normally settle it down once you know that replacements come on, or do you generally find at Premier level that it's pretty good?
Sometimes it can be a bit of both, you know. Sometimes some front rowers, some new front rowers can come into the match and they'll spend 60 minutes on the sideline just getting really amped up, and they sometimes can't control that as well as they'd like to when they do come onto the field, which can make it a little bit tricky. Yet other times some experienced front rowers can control that aggression. They should come on and do a good job for their team and give them that boost of energy that they're probably lacking from those guys that started the match.
So Kihikihi, Melville actually won a tight head, cleaned up there by Hui Harding. This is a creep forward in the tackle, you've got to let it go. Definitely didn't there.
Yes, that's one of those new interpretations. Just penalise that girl there for falling after being tackled. And unfortunately Kiki has knocked it off.
Just a pass out there in front of Longa Hiki. New player on the Kihikihi. I have to say, like that easy way to tell whether there's a new player or not is just looking at their jerseys in conditions like this.
Yeah, correct.
It's not always the case. Sometimes when you're an outside back on nights like this.
Yeah, well, you generally don't have much washing to do the next day, do you? Although with Storm Week, you need to almost chuck it in as soon as you come off the field, don't you? Get it ready for Saturday. No, there's a few heavy rain warnings, one for the Coromandel, which is unfortunate, was going up there for a couple of nights with my partner. Changed those plans. That's how desperate these, how much rain that's expected in a few nights, next few days. Thames Valley Civil Defence being called in as well into meetings. Melville, getting back to the rugby though, Melville on their 10 metre line with a scrum. Gives it off to Milo. Flula with Milo back as well, going out there left. And that is, it's Matty Norman with the run at least. Kihikihi have turned it over though. They're going to throw it around a bit more. And they've got a penalty.
Nice hands,
Big.
conditions as well from the Kihikihi.
Well, just to throw it around like that is brilliant. Quick tap and a go. And I actually think Melville might have struck. No, Kihikihi have run this back though. And then midway, 5 metres out from their own from the halfway line. Now Melville have turned it over. Being spun out there to McDonald. And 13 metres inside Kihikihi's half. Melville playing dangerous rugby inside halfway. Duplessis with the show and go, and she will score 5 metres to the right hand uprights. And just after Kihikihi showing some positivity there, throwing the ball around, coughing it up a little bit with just a little loose pass there, and Melville showing the class once more.
Yeah, you can see it's just unfortunate that Kihikihi did lose position there because they were looking good. I thought they were going to go the distance before that penalty. But then unfortunately they've lost position and Melville have got it back and gone in for another 5-pointer, maybe 7.
Yeah, well the way Grace Barrett's been kicking. Yeah, well, but like your namesake, you can kick it. What did we see a couple of weeks ago? 60 odd metres at FMG Stadium, Waikato. Chiefs at home this week, King Joel, on Sunday against Highlanders? Yes,
correct.
Yeah, Highlanders at FMG Stadium, Waikato is the Chiefs. Saturday nights, the Hurricanes Blues. Unfortunately, my Blues went down to the Crusaders on last Saturday night, which is unfortunate. Conversion is successful, made that look easy. 41-7 with a quarter of the game to go. What would you like to see here from Kihikihi, Mike? Certainly, momentum's really swinging Melville's way.
Yeah, I think what Kihikihi need to try to do is just stay in the game, stay positive, get some position and chuck it around and do what they've been doing the last 60 odd minutes. And if they can get lucky and get another couple of tries, I think they'll be happy with their night's effort. But show a bit of heart and show a bit of ticker and they're good.
Staying aware of the game situations is always an important thing in most sports. His kick goes down towards the 22, brought back to the 10 metre line though. And there's a couple of runners off, they've got to be very careful of that. As Walker makes the run up towards the halfway line now, as Melville, they're just thinning it through their backs. And 10 metres short of the 22 is Melville, Kihikihi inside of the half. Kihikihi's defence holding quite well and when it's structured, but when it's loose, like it has been a couple of times, that's when Melville have capitalised quite well. Now Flula in tight. And some big tackle there. One thing I do like about watching women's rugby is that the hits are pretty good, as long as legal. Up onto the 22 now. Nuku with the ball, getting it off to Kihikihi. Melville under advantage though on the 20 on Kihikihi's 22. Long ball out, left hand side. Down. And Kihikihi celebrating, might have just been for the tackle there, the far side. They'll come back for the penalty though. And is that offside, Mike?
Yeah, another offside advantage. Looks like the midfield were offside from that earlier phase. Looks like Melville
Bottom
are
left, John. Yep.
Melville going to tap and go, I think, by the looks of it.
Still there, by the way. No, that's right. Joel will fix the camera in a second, folks, when we get to a break. This is Melville on attack. Onto the 22 metre line now. And brought down 3 metres short as Melville. And there's a knock on. Kihikihi, they've got on a break. Kihikihi, you can tell by their support that they've got the ball on a break. They're brought down 5 on the 10 metre line.
Melville's won it back though.
Melville have got it back, of course they do. Unfortunate here from Kihikihi. Pretty dangerous on loose ball, loose play themselves. Now McDonald with it, and a penalty. What's the call there, Mike?
Another offside.
It is another offside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those close-in defenders getting up too quick.
That looks better, Joel, thank you. And penalty. And from the side is the call. And Kihikihi called in front of the mark. Of course, the gate at ruck time now has been removed, hasn't it, Mike? No longer,
No,
entering.
the gate still does exist. It's probably been relaxed a little bit more. There's been a bit more of a definition to that gate, which I think is, helps attacking players. As long as they're not coming from the sideline sort of area, generally referees will look to play on from that.
He's made the game a bit tidier, which is what we like to see, especially something at the breakdown. Kihikihi up towards the 10 metre line through South 8. And just going backwards is Kihikihi. They still have the ball. Melville trying to get it. It will be there for Melville half ground. And they're making some metres and they get a penalty. And then from the side once more. Back to back.
We're just talking about the gate, and this year's going up from side entry.
Yeah, back to back penalties for Kihikihi from side entry. And it's a great carry up to the halfway line, but probably not needed that pass. Kihikihi going backwards, but they'll still have it on the 10 metre line. And Kihikihi doing very well to hang on to the ball, have they? Melville looking interested, but Kihikihi still have it. Now run up to the 10 metre line. And here for Monga Hiki. And another penalty. Releasing the tackle. And although early on in the game, Mike, we had players calling out for not releasing the ball carrier, but of course, tackler's got that has the first right to release the ball.
Yeah, correct. The tackler's got to show that clear release first. So if that doesn't happen first, then all bets are off on turnovers.
And about the full time tonight for not releasing the tackle. On the halfway line now is Kihikihi. And 2 metres short of the halfway line. Some plays coming up. Flula up. Oh, great pass out the back. And Kihikihi still have it. They're inside Melville's half. Deep inside. They're up over the 22 metre line now is Kihikihi. Playing with some vigour now. This is what Michael was asking for earlier. Another one-off runner. It was Hohepa that was making that one. And they're just picking and going now. They're 6 metres short of the try line. 44-7 down. 13 metres inside. 13 minutes to go in the game. And the call is there for runners. It's 6 metres short now. It's Kiki.
No backside.
Yeah, the backs are too far stretched for any of that sort of passing in wet weather conditions. So going backwards a little bit, and they've got a... Have you caught the signal there, Mike?
Looks like a push.
Yeah, it looks like she's pushed someone, so she's penalised the attacking park and pushing someone off the ball. By the looks of it.
So the metre area for the ruck still exists, doesn't it? You can't really do anything for a player outside that metre, is that correct?
Yeah, correct, yeah. So we call it sort of the tackle zone. So you can't play players in that tackle zone that are not bound to that ruck. So you can't just clear out a defending player that's not bound to the breakdown.
Second one I've seen in about 5 days actually. I haven't seen one of those for a while.
So maybe that's what she's got that penalty there for.
There's a kick downfield. There's a Melville player immediately in front of us with a bit of cramp by the look of things. As Kihikihi has it, it's a loose ball and offside. Third time in the game is Melville being pinged.
China will take the quick tap. She knows that they're down a man. I should say female.
Yep. And they've got an advantage for not being back 10. It's going right hand side to the wing. Oh, knocked it on. Maybe not being played advantage for the 10 metres. Larissa might have had the hand out there, but no, she's ruled a knock on from Kihikihi. And plays just slowed down a little bit. Kihikihi looking very attacking there, and I mean they've started from just about in front of us and gone to that 6 metre line.
Yeah, Kihikihi are going well. They've had a good little run for one of the last 5-10 minutes. Been able to maintain some position and make some good line breaks, put Melville under a bit of pressure. Hopefully they can capitalise soon and maybe get a couple of tries to finish off with.
Their season finishing on the 1st of August. They 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4 and 5 versus 6 in the 17 competition in the Gallagher's women's competition. As Melville on their own goal line kick through. Hasn't really gone anywhere. It's cleaned up there by Kihikihi, and first player arriving, just doing very well to blow the Melville player out of the way. Kihikihi have it though, 10 metres outside the try line. There's an interesting option to do, a crossfield kick, didn't quite pay off. Goes out to left wing there, Astra Brill, her first touch, and she's knocked it on. And now we've noticed that there is a injured player back down on the halfway line down right in front of us here. Might be knee, do you think, Joel? Or okay, Mike reckons it is cramp. Certainly the leg is being stretched out. And hope that Melville player is okay. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in. You've got a fan on the live stream mic, Jordan Farrington, asking for more comments from you, please.
Geordie. Evening, Geordie. Glad you're tucked up at home, mate, enjoying the live stream. Don't worry, replying to my message I sent you earlier in the evening. I've worked out you're not coming to rugby. And I'm looking forward to catching up with you in the office tomorrow.
Something I was saying to Joel and Jared actually on Saturday, it's actually funny how many people do sit here and watch the game from the sideline on their phones. So there's 8 minutes to go, roughly. No, you're fine, I was getting there. Just one of the Kihikihi players on the sideline here asking for how long to go.
Crossfield kick.
another one. This one's a bit more beneficial. Is I think it's called play on at least. 12 metres. Melville have it 12 metres inside their own half. Use one of the get out of free jail cards there.
First cross field defensive pick that worked for the night.
Yeah. 50% success rate. And this one comes out. Throwing it back into traffic. And Kihikihi have turned this over. Managed to rip it before the tackle was made. And Davies with clean up job. Kihikihi on their own 10 metre line. Trying to find some space in the defence. Just making a metre or two at the moment, and Melville have turned it over. They're 6th of the night. And it was Kihikihi that was running it through traffic. She picks up the penalty. And Mike, did you catch that one?
Trying to have a look at it now.
So glad I'm not playing. I'm going to be sent off.
I didn't catch that penalty before. I think it might. I've got a funny feeling it might have been for one of the Kiki players giving the referee a spray. So.
Oh yes, one of those.
Yeah, one of those ones.
There from Milo, finding Anderson. The rain is getting a bit heavier here. 5.5 to go in this game. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in. Melville with a break though. Offloads. And simple stuff there.
That's probably Stacey Vulture again.
So Stacey Flula goes underneath the posts. And
Good offload. Good offload by that Melville number 1. Takes the ball into contact and then just a little offload out the back door. Stacey just goes through untouched, really.
might even back myself actually from that distance to, you know, the amount of defenders there that were on Flula for an easy try that time. I think my last try I ever scored playing rugby was in 1999 in Waikato. Well, I scored 2 actually, the only time I ever scored more than 1 try in a match. Gave up at the old age of 17 to take up refereeing. 15 years later, I'm now live streaming, so nothing's changed in the rugby world. Conversion here for However Barrett. Maybe about 50% tonight. Makes no mistake with that one. Flags are up. 48-7, 4 minutes to go. So my name is Bevin Jenkinson. Great to have you wherever you are tuning in. Michael Winter, one of the top referees in the Waikato, joining me in comments tonight. Joel Scalander, as always, on the camera, doing the great job that he does. It's actually funny, Joel, I'm looking at your HD screen here and trying to figure out whether those raindrops are on the lens or they're on your video. I think they're on the no, they're on the video. There's kick off from Kihikihi along the ground, and call from Kihikihi saying she was out, but Bree Williams doing a great job there. I don't believe she was. Bree Williams is in the right position, and now goes out wide to through Melville on the left hand side. Flula on another break. On the halfway line is Melville. Brings it out the side. And there's a break here. And it's Sinead Kingston right. Oh, just short of the line. It's a penalty advantage though. And Melville going in very close here. Their players aren't getting in there in support very quickly though. One off runner and try time. And that'll be the 50 for Melville. Joel, did you get a number in there?
No, unfortunately, no.
No number there, but Mike just pressure told in the end.
Yeah, pretty much. Great breakout on that Melville player.
He was
Unlucky to be stopped a metre short. And then a couple of phases later, just pick and go, and go over.
line's going to get there in the end when you're that close. And some real tight bodies out there for Melville at the moment. And Kihikihi.
Yeah, both teams, I think. To be fair, I don't think the scoreline actually really reflects how tight this game's been. Melville have scored some great long-range tries from some of their better players. But all credit to Kihikihi, they've stayed in it pretty tight and they've given them a pretty good contest.
From all reports around the grounds, there's been a few blowouts scoreline-wise that haven't been that one-sided. So I definitely agree with you that Kihikihi should go into the game on Saturday with a lot of confidence, as Southampton Barrett is away to the right. That is full time, and Mike Melville really just showing their class tonight.
Yeah, they did really. What did the score end up being? 53-7.
53-7 in the end.
Yeah, very well played by Melville. They have got some very good players in their side, so they would like to. Probably think they're going to get a score like that most games they play in. So
they really had to work for it though.
They did have to work for it hard, and as you can see, they stuck in it for the full 80 minutes and scored one right on full time. But like we just spoke about, Kihikihi, I think, can take a little bit of heart away from that game. They actually pushed Melville at times, and there's a few times when they had them under pressure and unfortunately just didn't quite have the skills to finish it off.
I think also for a country club like Kihikihi, who's struggled to some seasons to put a team out, it's great to have them, along with the likes of Tanaru, Krongia as well, that to put a team into the Waikato competition. It's great to see. Anyway, my name is Bevin Jenkinson. Always good to have you wherever you have been tuning in tonight. Melville have taken out the Gallagher Week 5 Game of the Week on behalf of Michael Winter, Joel Scalander and myself. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you back here on Saturday for Melville versus Otaronga in the men's competition. Just wait.